Alright, so let's actually do the second set of challenges in the algebra warm-ups. So I believe there are 4 or 5 if we go back. There are five challenges. So we've done the first one. Now we're on to the second one, and in the next videos, we're gonna do the other next 3 ones. And so far we've done all of these, so you can check out the previous videos in this series. I've actually made a playlist with all of them, so you can check them out. They are interesting. Now, without further ado, let's go into this. So I'm actually seeing these challenges for the first time. As you can see, they have changed. The other ones, when I started this video, you've seen a different one, and now it's a different one. So the idea is to actually, if I get stuck, we'll simply look into the explanations or view the wiki and actually try to learn something, because the purpose of these videos is to not actually to brag about my lack of skills in mathematics, but to learn something. And I've learned that the best way to learn something is to try to teach it yourself, which is why that's exactly what I'm doing here, using this tablet, which is Samsung Galaxy S6 Lite with the S Pen. So yeah, this was probably one of the reasons that I decided to actually buy this tablet, to make these kind of videos. And in probably in future videos, if more people want, I'm actually gonna make a review of this tablet and my experience with it so far. All right, so without further ado, it's been a while since I've brushed up functions, so we might just start by looking into the wiki of this. What we have here is f, which is a real function satisfying f. So let's just copy it over here. We have f of x plus f of x equals 4f of x and we're also told that f of 1 equals 4. We're being asked what is f of 21 question mark. So how would we go about it? Well, to be honest, I have no freaking idea. If I glance at it right now, so we could simply say, let's just do a short attempt here. So we have f of x plus, so if we just multiply here, f of x plus f of x equals to 4 f of x, therefore 3. So we just move this one over here. So 4f of x minus f of x is 3f of x equals to f of x. Okay. And we're also being told that f of 1 equals 4. All right. Now let's look into the wiki and see what we have here. Look into the inverse function. composition, where is f? Where is something that would be similar to f of x? So here we have f of g dx, f of g dx, this might actually help us. So if f of x plus 3 equals to this, what is f of x? It actually sets that to y, so if f then x, y equals x plus 3, then x equals y minus 3. So f of x plus 3 equals fy equals y squared plus 2y plus 1. Okay. That wasn't too helpful. Let's go back. Look into the explanation here. Someone has probably explained it. So what did they say? F of 1 plus f of 1. They've actually substituted it. So they've actually made the substitution there. What can we learn from that? So what they actually did was f of, let's actually change the color here because this was not actually my solution, but someone else's solution, Paul Ryan's solution. So Paul Ryan's solution says that, so he simply made the substitution in over here. So he substituted f of 1 inside. Therefore, let's just copy it again. So f of x plus f of x equals 4 f of x. And we know that f of 1 equals 4. So he simply substituted 1. So f of 1 plus f of 1 equals to 4 f of 1. Now we know that f of 1 is 4. So f of 1 plus 4 equals to 4. F of 1 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So f of 5 equals 16 in this case. All right, so f of 5 is 16. And we have f of 1 equals 4. And we are being asked for f of 21. So f of 21 let's actually do this color. So f of 21. We can simply think of the first formula here, f of 21, and actually do the replacing with the 5, and you'll see with the f of 5 equals 16, and you'll see how well this actually goes. So f of 21 actually will do the replacing with f of 5. So f of 5 plus f of 5 equals 4f of 5. There you go. And we know that f of 5 is 16. So f of 5 plus 16 equals 4 times 16. Therefore, f of 21 equals 64. So this is a weird way to get to the solution, but if you're being asked, how would you go about it, you could actually go backwards. So what is 21? 21, what is 21 in the context of f of 1 being 4 and in the context of f of 5 being 16? So scratch that, f of 5 being 16. So f of 21 would be 5 plus 16, and we know 16 is f of 5, so we could actually go backwards and say that f of 5 plus f of 5 equals to 64, which is 4 times f of 5, which fits into the formula of f of x plus f of x equals to 4f of x. So it's actually, this is a weird way to get to the bottom of it, but it works. And I'm probably not the best to explain this. So anyways, let's go back and say f of 21 equals 64. All right. Now, what do we have here? A large, let's change the color to yellow. Okay. A large glass bottle, when filled with water, has a mass of 15 kilograms. So let's denote glass of water with B. So let's say B equals the glass bottle when filled with water. So let's say water has a mass of 15 kilograms. Now, when this bottle is half full, filled with water, so water over 2, it has a mass of 10 kilograms. What is the mass of this glass bottle in kilograms? So B equals question mark. Now, if we simply subtract these two, B minus B equals 0, W minus W over 2 is W over 2 equals 5. Therefore, W equals 10. Therefore, if W equals 10, B plus 10 equals 15. Therefore, B equals 5. What is the mass of this glass ball in kilograms? I believe it is 5, and that is correct. If x is a positive real number satisfying the equation, so let's move on to the next one. Change the color to red. X minus 1 over x equals 3. What is the value of x plus 1 over x? Question mark. We could, in my view, I think we could simply solve for x. In here, we multiply this by x, and we assume that x over there is different from 0. So this would be x squared minus 1 equals 3. Therefore, x squared equals 4, and x equals 2. Thus, in that case, 2 plus 1 over 2 equals 3 over 2. 5 over 2. So that would 2, 4, 5 over 2. So five over 2, which is 2.5. But I suspect that we are not on the right path. So 2.5 isn't the square, it hasn't anything to do with the square of 7, square of 13. The square of 7 would be, let me check the calculator on my phone. Is 2.64. So if x is a positive real number, so x is positive, we know that x is positive, x minus 1 over x equals 3. We square, so x squared minus 1 over x. Yeah, that's what I made a mistake here. We can simply erase these. I made a mistake here. So we have x squared minus 1 over x equals 3. I don't know why I forgot the x. Therefore, x squared minus 1 equals 3x. X squared minus 3x minus 1 equals 0. And in this case, what numbers add up to minus 1 and multiply? So add up to minus 1 and multiply to minus 3, so that we could find a factor here. So in this case, we can simply apply the quadratic formula here, but there might be a different solution. So We know that x minus 1 over x equals 3. And we are being asked for x plus 1 over x. Now, in this case, what if we raise x minus 1 over x to the power of 2 and equals to 3 to the power of 2? So this would be x squared minus 2 times this one times this one, which is plus 2, and then the second one squared, so plus 1 over x squared equals 3 squared, which is 9. All right. Now, this one here actually x minus 1 over x squared here is x squared minus 2 plus 1 over x squared, so it equals to 9. We are being asked for x plus 1 over x. Now, there's a gimmick here. So, in order for us to make this to something raised to the power of 2 or squared, we could simply add 4 to both sides. So we'd add 4 here and add 4 here. And in this case, we'd have x squared plus 2 plus 1 over x squared equals 13. And in that case, x squared plus 2 plus 1 over x squared, this is actually x plus 1 over x squared is equal to 13. Therefore, in this case, x has to be positive, as it's being specified here. If x is a positive real number, if x is positive, then x plus 1 over x is square root of 13. Therefore, we have the solution over there. So this wasn't easy for me. Let's see if we can do another one. We're already 23 minutes in. Let's do blue. So a pen is filled with chickens and pigs. There are 24 feet and 82 heads in the pen. How many pigs are there? Tricky. So you have 240 feet and 82 heads in the pen. We know that chickens have 2 feet and pigs have 4 feet. 4 feet. Not 46, but 4 feet. So you have, let's denote the chickens with C, big C, capital C, plus the pigs, capital P, equals 240 feet. plus, so chicken have 2 feet and 1 head. Pigs have 4 feet and 1 head. So let us actually, so we start from the idea that chicken, again, so chicken have 2 feet and 1 head, so 2 feet, 1 head. Pigs have 4 feet and 1 head. Now we know the number of feet is 240, so the number of feet is 240, and the number of heads is 82. So we'll say x plus y equals 82. This is the number of heads. So we start from this saying that x plus y equals 2. The heads of the chicken plus the heads of the pig are equal to 82. And then two feet plus 4 feet, so plus 4y is equal to 140. Now, if we substitute in the first one, y equals to 82 minus x, so 2x plus 4 times 82 is 328 minus 4x equals 240. 2x minus 4x minus 2x equals to 240 minus 328 minus 2x equals to minus 88. X equals to 44. Therefore, y would be 82 minus 44. Y would be equal to 38. So we are being asked how many pigs are there. And we have denoted the number of pigs with y. So in this case, y would be equal to 38. All right, I think this is the last one. Let's actually straighten this. And pick another color. So we're 29 minutes. Oh my God. Can't believe it. 29 minutes to embarrass myself. So 2x minus 1 equals minus x. What do we do here? We square. So 2x minus 1, we square both of them, equal to x squared. Is it? X squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. This is actually a quadratic, which is x plus 1 x minus 1 equals 0, or this is actually x minus 1 squared equals 0, x would be 1. Let's see. Incorrect. No solution exists. All right, so let's see the explanation. X squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. X minus 1 times x minus 1. So I've actually... So far in this case, up until here, let's change the color. So up until here is correct. This is actually x minus 1 times x minus 1 equals 0. Therefore, x equals 1. That's correct. And it says that after substituting the value in the equation, we get 1 equals minus 1. So if x equals 1 over there, if x equals 1, and we substitute over here and say that 1 after substituting the value in equation, we get 1 equals minus 1. I'm not sure if this fella is correct. Because in this case, x equals 1 should be a value 1, right? Let us think about it, and maybe we'll actually get back to this thing in more detail in a future video, because we're already 33 minutes in. So no solution exists. However, x equals 1. Something to think about before you sleep at night. All right, that's it for this video.